everybody, Justin Worden here on the floor of IPC APEX 2025 in Anaheim, California. I'm with a new friend of mine from MG Chemicals, the CEO of MG Chemicals. Jason, how you doing?
Good. Justin, nice to meet you.
Man, it's not every day that someone just shows up and say, hey, we're gonna put a camera in your face, I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions.
I love it. Let's get it
Let's
going.
do it. Okay, well, first off, let's just introduce MG Chemicals. Who are you? What do you do?
So MG Chemicals has been around since the 50s. We've been owned by the current board since the early 70s. We're a Canadian-based manufacturer of protective coatings and cleaners for the electronics industry.
One of the real values that MG Chemicals brings, I can see it just by looking at your booth, is the versatility in products that you offer. You have a very similar model to a company I represent, Rocca Solutions, where we go with that everything you need mentality. Yep. So let's just run down the list real quick of what you can remember off the top of your head that you guys are offering.
So the primary things that we're pushing these days is a protective coating. So you have conformal coatings, conductive coatings, then you get into our adhesives, you have thermally conductive, electrically conductive, structural adhesives, then you get into your grease management systems, and that's the core products that we're pushing these days.
Now, there's also some very unique features, and I was talking with one of your counterparts earlier about some of the stuff that kind of sets you apart from the competition. So let's highlight a few of those.
So our competition is very diverse. With MG Chemicals, we manufacture such a wide diversity of products. Our competitions are all over the place. The one thing that separates us from the typical electronic distributors or manufacturers is our conductive coatings. We go from a carbon-based material all the way to a silver-based material. We basically have two other competitors, none of which are being displayed at APEX, and we feel that we have a top-of-line product in that category.
And what really drives the innovation behind that? I mean, we know that boards are getting smaller, more people are bringing conformal coating in-house, they're kind of getting rid of that third-party services.
Yeah.
What are you really seeing change in these facilities when you're going in there?
It's definitely, it's getting smaller, there's more requirements for EMI, R5 protection, and one of the big things that people are talking about during this show is jamming issues. They're seeing it all over the place, and our products caters towards protection against jamming.
Now, with having products of your own, I don't see you guys representing or selling any equipment. And when you buy conformal coating and other solutions that have to go into a piece of equipment, sometimes that can be a deal breaker.
Yeah.
How are you guys compatible with all the different brands out there?
Well, we work with each one independently. We feel that the OEM has the right to choose whatever equipment they want, and then we go in with our application guys like David and Alejandro. They'll work on the chemistries with the equipment guys to make sure that we get the results the OEM requires.
And that's a huge selling point, right? Because qualifying a new solution or chemical, that's a headache in its own, let's be honest. I mean, it takes a lot of work. But if you have to get a new piece of equipment as well, that capital expense could be a deal breaker.
It certainly could, yes.
Now, with MG Chemicals, where are you guys based out of, and what type of footprint do you have globally?
So we're based out of Burlington, Ontario, Canada. We have a logistics office in Manchester, UK. We have an administrative office in Malta.
Okay. And as far as your sales force nationally, within the United States and then across the globe, how do you guys typically operate?
So majority of our sales is through distribution. We have a small sort of intricate technical team that supports our distribution network, and we have 6 people operating out of our Manchester office. We have David looking after the US, Alejandro looking after Mexico and Canada, but we have about 50 distributors throughout North America. We have about 17 looking after Europe and UK.
I might be a little biased, and I'm not supposed to sell myself, but I might know a good distributor in Mexico and Brazil.
Let's talk about
I'll introduce you a little later. All right. But hey, man, thank you so much for your time. Last thing we want to give the audience, what's the best website they can learn more about you guys?
www.mgchemicals.com.
www.mgchemicals.com. Thank you, Jason.
See you, man.